Two best teams in the world, and just moments away from the most exciting fixture in football, the World Cup final. Stay with us, we'll have all the action live here on EA TV. This meeting live next on EA TV. Hello, and I must say it's always a real pleasure to be broadcasting from this part of the USA. We're at Lumen Field. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me ready to provide tactical analysis is Sue Smith. And we have live action from the Cup to bring you. It's the Netherlands against Morocco.
Yeah, what an achievement for both sides to get in. It's been a long journey, but it'll all be worthwhile if they can get their hands on some silverware. What a match this could be. I can't wait.
And it's opening up. And he read it well defensively. Reinders. Here's the starting 11 for the Netherlands. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Jurien Timber in central defence. Ryan Gravenberch plays alongside Frenkie de Jong in the centre of midfield. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. And here's how Morocco will line up. Yassine Bounou is the goalkeeper. Noussair Mazraoui plays alongside Nayef Aguer in central defence. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. And the chance slips away.
Yeah, nice build-up. They just lack that end product. Stop that one in its tracks.
Ryan Gravenberch. Jeremy Frimpong. Timber. On to Gravenberch. Simons. Attack looks promising. Takes the shot. Well, going for power and so close to finding the net. Might lead to a chance. Oh, disappointing end to that. Well, you can probably see why we're focusing on this fellow as one to watch. In particular, what do you expect to see from him?
Well, he's going to pose a real threat today with all sorts of strikes. He's got a great technique. The way he connects with the ball, kicks through it, his shots from distance are something to watch out for.
Interesting pass. To put them in front. Well, he couldn't quite keep it on target. Just wide. Jurien Timber. Gakpo. Big chance. Oh, there's the goal. There's the opener. How about that?
Well, this is a neat and tidy finish. His movement is great. He finds a yard of space, and then it's so composed.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Ezalzouli. And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. A fine reading of the situation. Van de Ven. Now with Reinders. Gakpo. And given away by the Netherlands. Hakimi. somebody's got to stop him. Could cross it in here to square the game. And doing well to keep that one out. And he's fired over the corner. Well, a corner right on the back of the last one. It's a short corner. Cross fired over. Still pressure. Aguerd. And striking it. And a decent save. Full credit. And over comes the corner. And a good take under duress there. Mickey van de Ven. Able to create room here. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that.
Oh, I started off so well, just couldn't finish it off.
Good defending, out for a throw-in. Sofiane Amrabat. Brahim. Chance here. Can he deliver? Oh, top goalkeeping. And over it comes. And foiled only by the crossbar. And he clears the danger.
Well, so unlucky not to be level in this one. It was a great effort, but you just wonder if they're going to look back on that, though.
Azzedine Ounahi. And it's with Amrabat. Well, that's splendid play. And cutting in field. Chance here. Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper. Short corner it is. Another corner conceded. What can they do with this one? And really tried to blast that one past the keeper, but his radar was a bit off. Good pressure to win it back. He got in the way of that cross. Well, if only he'd been able to stay onside.
Well, he's got to do better at getting himself back on side. He's just stood there, no idea what's going on around him.
Letting the play flow. Timber. And playing it to the goalkeeper. Well, when you're leading, you can afford to be pass happy. Gakpo. Confident attacking play. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Trying to tee it up. Van Dijk with it. Reinders. And bursting forward. Gakpo. Now with Reinders. Frankie de Jong. Ryan Gravenberch. Well, they keep passing away. He has time to play it over. Take it away. Sufyan Amrabat. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. Now a decent position. And he read it well defensively. Hakimi. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. And a chance here. Hakimi! And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Good refereeing, waiting for a natural pause before booking him. Well, it was cut out easily.
Absolutely.
This could level it. Oh, how did he keep that out? Now sending it in. That's a good-looking ball. Hakimi. Oh, this looks useful. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. Dumfries. Van Dijk with it. Gravenberch. Gakpo. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Dumfries. Now with Gravenberch. Mickey van de Ven. And snuffed out the danger immediately. Sufyan Amrabat. Moving the ball nicely in search of an equaliser.
Yeah, they're in control now. Feels like a goal's coming, doesn't it?
And possibilities here. On to Reinders. Oh, good play this. The Netherlands get the throw-in. Simons. That is that for the first half here. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. It did look on for them, but not to be. And deciding to give it to the keeper. Virgil van Dijk. Timber. Simons. Well, the scoreline means they can focus on keeping possession.
Yeah, they're loving this, aren't they?
And finding their flow. That's a very fine piece of tackling. Sofian Amrabat. Hakimi. And it's with Amrabat. Brahim. That's a nice looking ball. And able to get a body in the way. Ryan Gravenberch. Xavi Simons. Dumfries. Virgil van Dijk. Timber. Frimpong. Goalkeeper has it. Urian Timber. Xavi Simons. And a bit off the mark.
Shouldn't have lost it there.
Passing it around as the search goes on for an equaliser. Well, there's defensive solidity for you. Mickey van de Ven. Timber. Dumfries. Urian Timber. And now back with the keeper. Frankie de Jong. Possession, the most important thing. Dumfries. There to take it away. He has teammates around him. Will it go in? Oh, a goal it is! The equaliser in this final. What next in the drama?
Well, we can see it here again, and it's a good finish. But for me, it's all about the press beforehand. Really disciplined, working as a team to force the mistake. And then they take full advantage. It's a really good goal.
So back underway. One goal apiece here. Jeremy Frimpong. Van Dijk with it. Mickey van de Ven. Virgil van Dijk. Timber. On to Reinders. Gakpo. Playing with a flow and intensity. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Time for a change then. Brahim. Now with Hakimi. Sofian Amrabat. Oh, moving it nicely. Brahim. Now he must favour the cross. Well, unable to bend his run, offside. Van de Ven. Now with Gravenberch. Mickey van de Ven. On to Reinders. Well, they're moving it around with real purpose here. Well, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. Ryan Gravenberch. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Well, you really have to applaud the ambition. Plenty of support here. No-nonsense clearance. Mickey van de Ven. On to Reinders. And into the last 20 minutes. Jurien Timber. Jeremy Frimpong. Gravenberg. And they keep it moving. But they dealt with the threat posed. Hakimi. And a free kick here. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Well, beating his opponent. Must take the lead here. Superb stop. Playing it in. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Sofiane Amrabat. Well, that one has promise. Has eyes for goal. Oh, excellent goalkeeping. Well, opting for the short corner. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Onto de Jong. Xavi Simons. And showing good game awareness. Well, it's a decent looking attack, this. Oh, to take the lead! And a little too close to the keeper in the end. And room now out on the flank. But quick thinking defensively. Well, you can see how fiercely they're concentrating on finding a winner. They keep plugging away and perfectly positioned.
Yeah, the positioning was spot on. Brilliant awareness.
Just 10 minutes remaining here. Might work out. Nice looking move. Well, I take my hat off to him because that was superb defending. Ezalzouli. El Kabi. And it's with Amrabat. Decides to shoot. Oh, that's a top save. And it's still level pegging.
Well, at this stage of the game, that's a vital stop. It's fantastic work from the keeper.
So the corner played into the box. Smart defending. Brahim. And it's with Amrabat. Hakimi. Not a bad ball. And that's sound goalkeeping to hang on to the shot like that. Dumfries. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. And a throw-in for the Netherlands. Oh, got into position brilliantly. Hakimi. Can they grab the lead late on? Very effective pass. Just the challenge that was required. And a throw-in forthcoming. Maybe dangerous here. Well, the two sides still locked together. And a set piece, a corner, can make all the difference. And time for the change now. Who can he pick out? Well, it still could be dangerous. Well, a pair of steady hands in evidence. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Oh, that's a clever ball. Flag raised for offside. Virgil van Dijk. Frimpong. And it's with Dumfries. They cannot be separated here, and it's on to extra time. Well, they've given us 90 minutes of excitement. Now for more drama. Ryan Gravenberch. Mickey van de Ven. And possibilities here. Well, they stopped them in their tracks. Ezalzouli. Gakpo. And Nesiri. Good weight on that pass. Can he put them in front? With the game level, let's see what they can do with this corner. Substitution time it is here. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Gakpo. Oh, useful ball. Now, options are plenty. Retaining possession proving difficult. Well, the threat could be there. And that's a very good parry.
Well, it was a great save, that, from the keeper. Showed his agility there to keep the ball out. It's a real important save to keep it all square.
And since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. Gakpo. That's a good-looking pass. Can they forge ahead? Oh, a goal! Late drama here, and surely that's one hand on the trophy. So little time left for a response now.
Well, here we can see it again, and he shows great ability to get past his man. But the keeper will know he should have done better. Just couldn't adjust in time, could he? He'll be disappointed.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Sofiane Amrabat. Well, it's a good-looking position. Is there a goal in the future? Targets available, cross comes in. A bit disappointing in the end. Dumfries. Van de Ven. Van Dijk with it. The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. Oh, it's an absolutely tremendous save.
Well, he just shows great reflexes and agility to keep that out. It's a top-class save.
That's useful play. A good vision there. Well, that's it for the first period of extra time. Let's see what the second has in store. And so they continue, with the fatigue factor surely creeping in. Sofiane Amrabat. Mazraoui here. Ezalzouli. En-Nesyri. Well, the cross was acceptable, but no one there to thump it home. Oh, an incredible block. Well, chasing the game, but now a corner. Elects to go short. And crossed low into the area. Well, threat over for now. Gakpo. Timber. They just can't get on the ball.
Yeah, they're just frustrating them, aren't they?
Jeremy Frimpong. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Shielding the ball superbly. How can they find a late leveller? Fine cross into the middle. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. Well, it comes to nothing in the end. Yuri and Timber. Now with Reinders. Mickey van de Ven. And out of play for what will be a throw to the Netherlands. Good defending, out for a throw-in. Ake. Gakpo. Now with Reinders. This could be it! In it goes! And surely that's the end of the story. They cannot throw us away from here.
Look at this lovely ball threaded through. Really good vision to set it up. And it's great forward play. Uses his strength to hold off the defender. And it just manages to get a yard to finish. So composed, isn't it?
Underway again with the score at 3-1. Sofiane Amrabat. Now with Hakimi. Nayef Aguerd. Hakimi. Aguerd. Youssef En-Nesyri. Can he put it away? And a fine stop. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Let's see about the delivery. Now maybe the really short route to goal. And a good save there. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Well, a disappointing effort, making the keeper's life a bit too easy. Miners! Well, no mistake from the keeper, acting decisively. Now, who can he play it to? That is a magnificent run. Cross fired over. Corner awarded. Trying to pick out a teammate. And there it is, the final whistle. Cup success is theirs, and they've done it on merit. Look at these scenes.
Yeah, you've got to feel for any team to lose at this stage, but it's about performing in those big pressure moments, and that's exactly what they did. They thoroughly deserve this.